G'day and welcome to DuckZorly Gaming and our new Let's Play series on a 2 Point Hospital. So we are here. We've been playing this for quite some time. We haven't actually brought it to the channel as much because we didn't know what the feeling would be behind it. But the guys at 2 Point Hospital have released a new DLC called Close Encounters. Now this is obviously something we're going to be playing a fair bit of. So we thought, well, why not bring it to the channel and see how it goes. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to head straight into here and get going. So we're starting off with the new level, the new first level of the DLC. The map or the scenario is called Gold Pan, and there are reports of strange events in this town near the alleged crash site. So if we just scroll out a bit, this is the new area here. As you can see, it's got a bit of a spacey and Nevada Area 51 type feel. So that's what we're going to head into. We've got 3 hospitals in all, and we're going to start off down here at Gold Pan. So let's get into it. Alright, so for those of you that haven't actually played this or seen this or whatever else and living under a rock, this is the successor to Hospital Tycoon, from Bullfrog Games or Bullfrog Entertainment. Now some of the guys that actually created that game came over and they've recreated it in 2 Point Hospital, and this is quite funny. It's actually quite amusing in many aspects of the game and a bit of a challenge. So what we've got to do is we've basically got to build up our hospital, and we've got to continue to develop rooms and treatments and diagnosis for all these different ailments that we'll see come in. I'm not going to do any spoiling. We can have a look at that as it comes. Now this scenario is also a little bit different in the fact that normally with expanding our hospital we can just buy a plot of land. Now as you can see here, there's actual objectives that are actually associated with these plots of land. So we have to sweep up 30 bits of litter, and this one down here we have to requires plot 15. So plot we have to cure 12 patients with flat packed, right? So we've got certain objectives we have to do to expand our hospital as well. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to get straight into it. So we need to do a reception.
White coat, average height, answers to doctor.
Now hopefully you'll hear all the in-game stuff because it is quite funny and we won't talk over all of it. But yeah, just have to keep a bit of an ear out. So we're going to build a reception. So the first thing we're going to do is pop the reception down here. We do that, and we're going to need an assistant. So we're going to go to the hire. Now we can hire doctors, nurses, assistants, and janitors. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hire an assistant, and we want one that's got a bit of customer service, and that's that one there. So we'll hire that one, put him down, and he's good to go. Right, next thing on the agenda is going to be a doctor's room, a GP's office. So we're going to build that. So we need a 3x3 room as a minimum, and that's what we're going to do, just a 3x3. We're going to put the door here. We put our desk, and then we have a filing cabinet. They're the minimum requirements for a GP's office, is those items there. Now we can add more in there, and as you can see up here we have a prestige level. Now the higher the prestige, the better off your diagnosis and your treatment and everything else is going to be. So we're going to add a medicine cabinet in here, which helps. So place that there. And then to help increase our prestige, we're going to add some other things in here. So we're going to add a rug. So we're just going to put the rug around there like that. Nice. So now we're up to prestige level 2. Now we're also going to go down here, and we've got some gold star awards. So gold star award, the silver star award, and the bronze star award. Now the minimum I'd like to get to generally is level 3, which is what we've got to now. So that's all well and good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to OK that, and that is our doctor's room. Now we need a doctor. Now before we do that, I'm just going to put a couple of waiting benches out the front because our patients like to sit down and have a break. Hire doctors. Now we have this one here which is just for GP, for general practice, and we're going to hire that one straight away, put him in. Now the other thing I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to grab this one and hire him. I want a GP, a psychiatrist as well. So we're going to preempt what the game is going to tell us and put a psychiatry office in. Actually, in fact, we're not going to do that. Yes, I want to first copy this one and put that down
Anyone
here,
who looks at me would think I'd be a loyal customer of Holistics.
like so. Now I want
The
to,
only environment those people care about is the air-conditioned bank vault where they keep all their money.
and I want to move the door, make that one a bit smaller. There we go. Now he's only at level 2 prestige because he's a bit smaller. So what we're going to do there is we're going to help him out a little bit. We're going to put a hand sanitizer on the wall, like so. We also do need to put an air conditioner in there as well. Put one in there, put one in there. You'll see the reason why in a minute. And we might put, what else are we going to need? We need something else going to bump up our treatment. +1 training speed, attractiveness, room prestige. So we're going to put an eye test poster in there. And we'll put an anatomy poster as well. Oh, there we are. We're at level 3. So there we go. That one's now done. So we've got 2 GP officers ready to go. One with a GP in it, although I've got the desk around the wrong way. Let's just go in there. I'm going to edit that room. There we go. That's better. Don't have the doctor facing the wall. Right. Fix that one up nicely. And we're going to have to do the same in this one. So quickly go in here and edit that one. Turn him around a bit. There we go. He's done. Right. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our psychiatry office. Now we are going to need that very, very quickly. Goes without saying with it being DuckZorly Gaming, I can assure you. Alright, so we're going to put the doctor's chair in. We're going to put the patient's couch. Do like that. And we're going to put a diagnostic bookcase in there and there to help him do some really good diagnosis. There we go. And prestige level 2. Let's get him to level 3. A medicine cabinet. And we need some hand sanitizer. There we go. There we go. Prestige level 3. He's done. Right. So, what we need to do now is we need to add in some other things in relation to this. What we need to do actually is go and do our staff. So, we can assign our staff to particular areas. So, for instance, this guy here, he is just our general practice, so we don't want him going off and doing any work anywhere else. So, he's done. This guy here, he's a psychiatrist and a surgeon, but we only want him doing psychiatry at the moment. So, again, we'll turn all of them off except for psychiatry, which is there like that. All good. Now we haven't got any nurses, we've got an assistant. Now the assistant there we only want for reception. So what this does, it basically means that if other tasks come up where we need other staff, he won't just wander off and do that without being told to. Alright, so we need a pharmacy. So that's the next thing to do. So let's go and build that because we've got patients there waiting to get some drugs. So we're going to put a pharmacy in straight away here. There we go, like that. Put the pharmacy machine in, and we're just going to get that started. Doesn't matter what the prestige level is for that. We're going to hire a nurse, and we've got a pharmacy nurse there, which is very good. Put her in there, and good to go. Or was it a he? Can't remember. Okay, I'm going to put some more benches out, like so, for these guys to sit on. Right, that's all done. Now, another room we're going to need is we're going to need a toilet. So we're going to put a toilet in here like this. Let's put a nice big toilet in. Like that. And we're going to put a whole pile of these through here. And we'll put one there. So there's our toilets. We've got 5 toilets there. We're going to put a couple of sinks in. This is for them to wash their hands and all that sort of stuff. Now, being a hospital, they have to be nice and hygienic. I don't have to quite fit that in. And I do. Perfect. A hand dryer. 2, 3 will suffice. I'm going to put a bin in here, and I'm going to put a hand sanitizer in there as well. Done. Now we have the toilet. So now what we've got the doctor over here. He's diagnosing a patient. That's the first step. So first step is they're going to come in, be diagnosed by the GP. Then from there, depending upon what the GP finds, he may then send them over and do other stuff. Oh dear, we've got a dead patient already. Now we're going to have a ghost. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to hire a janitor. We're going to need a janitor. We haven't got one that I want. We're going to hire 2 janitors to clean up the place. There we go. Here's our death. The seal shandy is now dead. Didn't take long for us to kill someone. Ah, she's not ghosting up. Alright, now. Also, what we've got, 3 alien infiltrators, round up 03. Look out for alien infiltrators. They'll make a mess and waste your time. Send them home if you spot them. Their cloaking devices falter occasionally, but they can also be seen looking in bins, taking notes, or acting in an unhuman-like fashion. Right, so we've got to keep an eye out for that. There's one there. Right. So we're going to go send home. Alien. Done. Was that another one there? I think it was. There we go. Another one there. Right. So 2 down. 1 to go. Alright. So we need a bin. Haven't got any bins out here on the floor yet. So we're going to put a big bin out here. And we're going to put another big bin just down here. Alright. Keeping an eye out. I must have missed any faltering. Right, nothing there. Alright, so we've got staff challenge. Get a level 4 cafe. No, we're not going to do that. Now, our doctors have discovered a new illness, asteroids. Sufferers exhibit a sensitive fluorescent area of inflammation caused by crops being contaminated with space dust, making them too volatile for consumption. Requires treatment with anti-inflammatory bum salve. The patient is seeking treatment. We will need an injection room in order to treat them. We'll get the patient to wait, and we're going to build an injection room next. So injection room is another treatment room we have, and it should be down here somewhere. And then we have an injection room. Okay, now an injection room, we're not going to fit it in there. So I think we're going to be over here with an injection room. Again, a 3x3 room is enough. Put the injection machine in there. Prestige level 2 for that one. Now we are going to need to hire a... Oh, no. Accept that. We're going to need to hire a nurse. Now we've got another one for pharmacy. We've got one there. I think I might just use her for now, until we get one that's actually got the injection qualification. Now we'll also have a look and see if we've got any more doctors as a GP. Oh, he's quite a good doctor, that one. Or she is. No, no good to me. Alright, there we go. Now, staff promotion. Tony Plum is ready for promotion from student doctor to junior doctor. Promotion from student doctor to junior doctor will provide 1 training slot, 10% movement speed, 10% diagnosis skill, 10% treatment skill. Offer a pay rise to keep staff happy. Current salary is 16,000, new salary 20,000. Yeah, we'll promote you. Why not? Oh, that's the other thing I haven't done. Right. So let's have a look here at the graphs and what we've got available. So if we do this, you can see how warm the hospital is. I was remiss. I put the air conditioning in the doctor's rooms but didn't spread it around everywhere else. So we'll do that now. So if I put an aircon down there. Now these will be wiped out when we do different rooms and stuff like that. So we do that. I'm going to put a big one in here. No, wait, let me put it in there. That's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? So I'll put one in there. And I might have to put a small one in here, like so. Hopefully that'll be enough. We'll put a small one there. I might be able to fit a small one there, like that. That helps. If I put a small one there, that'll help that area. Alright. Small one in the toilet. Don't really need the toilet air conditioned, but anyway, we'll just do it anyway for the sake of convenience. Shame it doesn't go off the wall, but anyway. Alright, so there we go. Now, that's most of this room done, so that's okay. Now, on-call, mood, hasn't got any energy. Okay, what we're going to need too very soon is a staff room. Oh, another air conditioner. Air conditioner, air conditioner. We'll put a big one in here, like so. Alright, now, That's done. Now he's after some entertainment or a staff room, so that's what we're going to do next. We're going to put in a staff room.
Doctor needed in GP's office.
Staff room here. Now, staff rooms generally need to be relatively big, purely just to keep our staff happy. I mean, that's the most important thing, obviously, keeping our staff happy. So I'm going to put a couch in there, and a couch in there. We're going to put a big air conditioning unit in there, like so. There's one that's already currently there, that's going to be just returned. We're going to put an arcade machine in here for the staff, like so. We'll put a coffee maker in, like so. We're at prestige level 3, that will suffice. Yes, and there we go. So that's got that going. I think we might add just one more small air conditioner in here, just to help cool the place off a bit, like so. That looks much better. Okay. Alright, looking good. So what we're going to do now... Oh, earthquake. Let's see if we can find these alien infiltrators now. Looking. Right, so got to be looking out for people looking in the bin, taking notes, or their cloaking device failing. So you can keep a lookout as well, but you won't be able to tell me until after the video's done, so that won't help me at all. Anyway, all good.
I had a call from a patient in a local hospital who says they just had an earthquake. Either that or their experimental treatments are getting out of hand.
Okay.
Doctor to psychiatry, please.
Can't find this last alien as yet. We can indeed upgrade the drug mixer. Oh, there he is there. That's him. We've got him. Now, I believe, though, once we actually find the first 3, I think they're still going to appear every now and again. There we go. Got rid of him. Right. Own 5 plots. Well, cure 25 patients. Oh, I have to enable those as well. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. Diagnose 50 patients. We'll probably get that one at some point as well. What was this one? Cure 12 patients with flat packed. No. Staff morale of 85%. Let's see if we can get that one. We might be able to get that, you know. Alright. What's this one got? Further diagnosis required. I think it might be time we do another diagnosis area. So I think we will put in a general diagnosis room. You can go here, like so. That was just in time. Yes, we do need to build another diagnosis room, and that's exactly what we are doing. Right, put that in there. Now I am going to give them, in each of the rooms, give them a coffee machine, and we give them a chair. Actually, give them the bickies as well. Where's my chair? There's my chair. Okay. Like that. Now, we're going to go like that. Yes. We need to put the AC in there. Put a large AC in, like so. Okay, and then we need a diagnosis nurse. And we've got one there, so we're going to hire that. Now, we have also now got a pharmacy nurse. Now, if we go here to our staff list, and again, we look at our staff, we go over the nurses. So, for the pharmacy, we only want that one and that one. Now, that one there can also be double up, do general diagnosis, and we'll turn all the other ones off. Now, this one here can do the ward, and that's all. Pharmacy only, and this one here can be diagnosis only. Right, doctors. Doctors, we've still only got the 2 doctors. That's okay for the moment. Assistants, janitors. We want both of them for that. Yeah, we want all that. Okay, doctors. Right, get out of there. Got any more doctors available yet? No. Could use a general
Most
doctor.
absorbent edible substances that
We'll
science could
wait and
find.
see on that.
For the person about town,
Now,
with more liquids than time.
staff room is level 3. I'm going to upgrade that a little bit later.
Soak it all in. More 2 point.
Alright, what have we got now?
This is 2 Point Radio.
Secret visit. Journalist for the 2 Point Squabbler, Charlatine, fish wrapper, has come up with a plausible alibi and is on her way here. If she's impressed with the hospital, she'll think that the operation is going well, and we might even receive a bonus from the 2 Point Squabbler. Challenge. Impress the VIP with a nice hospital. Rewards are $5,000, 8 rep, and K of 10. So the kudos, which is down here, that's what we use to actually buy extra material and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, while we're not flat out here, or we are a bit busy there, we're going to upgrade that, and we're going to upgrade that, and can we upgrade that one? Yes, we're going to upgrade all those. So upgrading these actually means that our diagnosis is more accurate and better and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we're going to do there. Alright. Didn't diagnose that bloke there. Treatment failed for meteor mites. Alright. What level is that room? It's only a level 1. Let's see if we can improve that a little bit. Health and safety. Let's put toxic waste bin in there. Let's put an extinguisher in there. Now, some of this equipment will tend to blow up, and you have to have extinguishers around. Alright, don't want that. We could put... No, that's probably all we'll do for there for now. That's okay. Alright, so as you can see, this one here is being upgraded by our janitor, who has the upgrade ability. There's our little VIP. She's having a bit of a wander around. And we're still waiting another GP. We need a nurse for being in here who's on a break. That's okay. And we've got a nurse down in here, which is good. So we've still got a pharmacy nurse as well. So at the moment we're travelling okay. New illness. Cosmos discovered. Our doctors have discovered a new illness. Cosmos. The sufferer has a parasitic space moss growing inside of them. They will experience intermittent moments of cosmic peace before a painful death. Requires treating with either the sap of an ancient moon tree or domestic weed killer. We'll send the patient for treatment in our injection room. Well, that's a bit interesting. Alright, so let's have a look at these guys when they turn up. So this guy here thinks he's a bit of a plane. So it doesn't say what he's being... Diagnosis is still required. Diagnosis required. Log. So he's been diagnosed by the GP, by the psychiatrist and the GP. Okay, that's okay. What's this guy here got? Diagnosed. Didn't tell me what. I thought it told me what they had, but anyway. You have to have a look at these, and you'll see them come in with all different things. Like some will come in with, like looking like a flat piece of cardboard. Others might come in with a very strange looking head. All that sort of things, and you've got all these different pieces of equipment to cure them, which we'll see a little bit later on.
Look, either you're one of those people who tries to stuff as many marshmallows into their mouth as they can, or you're not. The important thing is to keep a sense of perspective. Now, stuff this fine song down your ears. Alright,
so we just hired a student doctor. Just to help get through the influx of the influx of patients that are coming in. We'll have to see how we go with that. Janitors. Oh, we've got one that can get rid of ghosts. We're going to hire that one now. Doesn't help our bottom line. Right, new illness. Fanatic discovered. Our doctors have discovered a new illness, fanatic. A condition caused by an infestation of airborne space ticks. The host takes on the tick's love of flying and can be seen wearing silly propeller hats or jumping optimistically from small heights, believing that they are learning to glide. We'll send the patient for treatment in our pharmacy. Okay, so that's what we've been waiting for. So these guys here are suffering from fanatic, and there we go. So now it's told us that it's fanatic, and it tells us the estimated chance of cure is 60 to 99%, and heading off there now to deal with that. Staff challenge, get a level 4 ward. Yeah, we can do that. We can build a ward and have it level 4, that's not a problem. Right, in here we're going to put some more benches down. Just here, like so. They get very antsy if they haven't got somewhere to sit sometimes. Another one there, another one there. Okay, bench sits for everyone. All good on the bench front. Right. So let's build a ward. Now we're only going to build a small ward now on the premise that I will be able to increase the size of the ward later on. Now it's not going to let me put the door there. So let's put it there. Right. The desk can go here. And then the changing area, put that there. And then we've got some beds. Now I think 1 bed, 2 beds, 3 beds. That's about the best we're going to get in here. We will put a couple of extra things in here. Treatment power, can't speak. One there, one for each of the beds. That's done. We will need to put in air conditioning. So we'll put the air conditioning in there. And we'll put a coffee maker in. Got to keep the staff happy. And we'll put the chair in. Where's the chair? There's the chair. Put the chair in so the staff can have a coffee break without leaving. And we'll put up gold star and the silver star, bronze star. There we go. That will do nicely. Right, so there's our ward. So now we go to our staff, and in here, our ward nurse in here can be assigned just there, which is where it is. So they'll go and do that, which is perfect. Our doctors, we want him just doing that for the moment. Like that. We're not making any money, which is bad. Alright. So, that's okay. We're getting there with that. Oh, we've got someone that needs chromotherapy. That could be problematic. We haven't got a lot of money coming in. Publicity update. Charlatine Fish Wrapper has sent us a note made of letters cut from magazines and newspapers. In it she says, no news over. We should improve the hospital if we want to help advance her investigation. If we do, we might receive a bonus from the 2-point squabbler. A group of DNA patients were kicked out of a jumbo hospital for not buying enough merchandise and are now looking for further treatment. Will we be rewarded if we treat this group of patients? Should we have them sent here? No, I don't want them yet. Doctors have discovered a new illness, grey anatomy, existential despair frequently leads to a loss of colour, requires chromotherapy. The patient is seeking treatment. We will need a chromotherapy in order to treat them. Get patient to wait. Meteor shower. And a new illness, science friction. The sufferer is trapped in a form-fitting silver suit and must be treated before they erode from chafing, caused by an admirable, ill-conceived desire to take fashion into the future today. We'll send the patient for treatment in our ward. Okay. All right. Well, that's where we're at. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a, what was it, a chromotherapy. But we're going to do that in the next episode. As the meteor strike hits, we will come back here and we'll just pause that. And it's our first year also. We're about to get out. Let's do the awards. Let's do the awards first. Alright, so what have we got? 2-point County Healthcare Award Ceremony. Open all. And we just got Rising Star. Awarded to the medical professional who improved the most this year. Right. Okay, so we're going to pause. So, that's it. So this is the first episode. We'll come back again very, very soon here at 2-Point Hospital. And we will continue on with trying to deal with our alien scourge and all these illnesses. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you did, press that like button. If you didn't, that's okay. Press the dislike button. And as always, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing to watch this and many other games. And help us get to the 1,000 subs and beyond. And of course, when you press that subscribe button, don't forget to press the alarm notification icon so as you're made aware of other videos that are made available on the channel. Anyway, until next time, no matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where you're in the world, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And we'll see you again very, very soon back here at DuckZorly Gaming. See you all later. Bye.